Hey guys, Rilhon here and welcome back to another tour video. Today we're going to take a look at the Oceanic and go from her boat deck all the way down to her tank top as usual. So let's get right into it. Alright, beginning here on her top decks. This is the bridge up here, platform overlooking the forecastle deck. And we have the bridge here itself, and then in here is the wheelhouse. And back here is the chart room or navigation room. And then using the staircase here, we get down to the captain's room. He has a bathroom as well as a bedroom. And if we head out, we get to the boat deck. This deck was off limits to passengers. They could only use the decks below. So this was just for crew and emergencies when there was need for an evacuation. And here is the funnel casings for the uptakes that leads down to the tank top. And we have some various water tanks in there. And here's the lifeboats and the raised deck above the first class lounge as well as the skylight. And here's the compass platform. Here is the officers' quarters. So through here are the officers where they live. This is the first officer. That's pretty much how this looked. And here is the mess room where they ate. There is also a pantry in here. And a steward. Kinda had to do a weird thing with the slabs on the floor because the ceiling is quite low, so I had to fiddle around with that a bit. Yeah, that's officers' quarters. Further aft we have some more funnel casings. We have a tank room in here. And a skylight for the first class smoke room. And the engine hatch for the reciprocating engine room going down. That is the boat deck. Let's continue with the upper deck, I think this is. No, sorry, promenade deck. Yeah. I can begin with the forecastle deck. At the very bow we have an anchor crane with the anchor gear and the forward hatch, 2 breakwaters and a winch, as well as an auxiliary anchor. And here is the main part of the promenade deck. This goes all the way around, much like what was seen on the Big Four and Titanic much later. We'll go through this entrance here. Here is the first class main staircase. And here are some cabins. Very simple, these ones. All of the cabins were built by Dooku 200 in first class. So yeah, very nice. Some bathrooms here as well. And there's also a staircase here that leads up to the captain's bedroom. Goes through here. And then heading further, voice crack, further forward is the first class lounge. This is unique, or not very unique for the time, but notable because it has a skylight. And it has this skylight here, it goes down into the dining room, so it's very bright, very cool feature, but this was later removed when they decided to divide this room into 2. We'll talk about that in a bit. And yeah, this was very similar to what they had on Titanic and Adriatic. Large room with the kind of curved panel here with the large bookcase and some alcoves scattered around the room. But yeah, that's the lounge. Further aft we have to go outside to get to the aft staircase. Very interesting that this couldn't be accessed through by going inside. You have to actually go outside for this. Pantry in here, cloakroom, locker, and then there are a corridor here leading to more cabins. There are one here, or there is one here rather, and we have some over here as well, so they all look like this pretty much. Also built by Dooku. And some baths and toilets over here. And yeah, that's first class on this deck, so let's head further aft again. This is, we get to the second class area. So here is the second class entrance leading into their main staircase, or their only staircase actually. And then we have the library in here. Or lounge, it's the same thing. And here is the smoke room. And that is that. On this deck there's also some more lifeboats. And some small skylights. Here is the poop deck. We have some skylights, capstans, the docking bridge, as well as the aft mast and the flagpole at the stern. And that is the promenade deck. Let's continue with the upper deck. So we'll go through here into the windlass space. There's some small engines here powering the capstans up top, these ones. And further aft we have some entranceway to the seaman's quarters. Below, seaman's wash place and lavatory. We have single men's lavatory. This is for third class. Voice crack again, that's embarrassing. Third class. Deck bar. This is an entrance to third class section D, going down to the lower deck. Here is the third class smoke room. Very small. Here's the third class entrance to section B, and here's section C. And through this entrance here you get to a lavatory. Basically like a wash place and a bath in there as well. On the other side here we have a lamp room, a steward's lavatory, a carpenter and joiner, bosun and mate, this was standard cabins, a winchman, lamp trimmer, we have another entrance here on this side, a carpenter's shop and fan room. That is basically this space. You also have the forward hatch here. And then we have the forward well deck here. Through here is the first class entrance leading down to the middle deck. Here's the doctor. There's also the entrance here to the crow's nest, but due to the scale I don't really have a way to... Yeah, exactly. No budget for ladder, so you can't get up here actually, but yeah. Just to simulate that, that's a thing there. That is how you would access it in real life. And yeah, here's another promenade. This is the lower promenade for first class. It goes all the way up to here. Oh sorry, no, it goes to here. This is the engineer's promenade. We'll get to that in a bit. Yeah, let's head forward. Here is the first class staircase again on the main deck. Or sorry, not main deck, but upper deck. Here are some suites, the only 2 suites on the ship, with a private bath. So they have a sitting room, a bedroom, a bathroom, and another sitting room. This was the nicest thing you could get at the time, so yeah. Here is some more cabins. Very nice, these ones, in my opinion. And these kind of silk damask paneling. So I like that very much. Even more cabins here. And yeah, that's pretty much mirrored on the underside. There's some lavatories here in the middle. Here is even more cabins. They look like this, going down all the way in that corridor. Here's the aft staircase again. You have a skylight, very bright, very nice. Here's a stewardess's cabin, as well as the ladies' lavatory. These are cabins on that side. Here's the purser's office. And then there is the gentleman's lavatory in here. Going over here is the barber shop. Get your haircut here. Smoke room bar, as well as a pantry. And the purser, his cabin is here. There's also a small staircase here leading down to the middle deck. Here is the smoking room. Very unique to what was on the Titanic. This was also similar to the one aboard Celtic, or Celtic, I mean. Yeah, that's the first class area. Let's head forward, out, and then aft again. Here's an entrance for the firemen. Their quarters were a couple of decks below. And here is the engineer's promenade with their quarters in here. This is where you would access the engine room. And here is the assistant third engineer. This is how they all looked, these cabins. Their mess room is in here, where they ate. There's a pantry. And on the other side is the same. There's also a lavatory for them here. And finally, here is the chief engineer. He has a larger room. Very nice. On this side is the entrance for the married couples for third class. On Oceanic, these were divided up, so you had the single men in the bow, you had the married couples roughly here in the middle, and then you had the single women here in the stern. But yeah, that's where they accessed this. This went down. Here's the lavatory for the married women, and the bath. There's also an entrance here for the crew. You could head down into the food stores, and the galleys, which are over there. And that is pretty much that. So, for the aft here, second class again. You would go in here. This is a lot of their cabins. These look like this, very basic. There's a lavatory. And on the outside here again is the aft well deck. I suppose that would be the middle well deck, and this is the aft well deck. If you can even call them that, who knows. There's a surgery, mainly for third class passengers. Here's stores for carrots and turnips, as well as stores for the officers. Here's one of the many hospitals aboard the ship. There are a total of 6 ones, I think. Here is the third class entrance. This would be the single women. Going down, single women's lavatory, and 2 baths. Here is the steering gear, as well as one more hospital. And yeah, that's back here. This is where they would use this is the machinery for the rudder, basically. You have 2 engines here driving this turning thing that leads directly into the rudder. On the other side, you have a store for potatoes, very important. Here's the steward's lavatory and a locker. Third class galley is here, as well as the married men's lavatory, which is here. Yeah, this is the entrance for single women, another one of those. There are a total of, I think, 4 compartments for single women. Here is the women's sitting room, so kind of like their lounge. On Oceanic they didn't really offer that good accommodations for third class, so that's what they had to deal with. Alright, let's move on to the saloon deck. I called it the middle deck before, but it's actually a saloon deck, so shame on me. Here are some seamen's quarters, here in the very front of the bow. You can see that there. Through this wall here is some quartermasters. They have some bunks here. And through here is the third class areas in the bow, so this is for single men again. Section F. Open berths, they ate in here as well. They didn't have a dedicated dining room. It's very utilitarian, and yeah, that's how they lived on the ship. There are some hospitals here as well, and as well as a pantry in here, where I assume they would prepare the food. You also have an emergency door that went through into this area. This is for first class, so you have these standard cabins down here. Some lavatories in this area. This staircase that we saw before led up here. And yeah, these cabins over here, there's not much to say about those. They were built by Dooku again. They're very nice, but they're all the same. Here is another staircase. This would be one of the forward ones, leading down to the main deck. Yes, the main deck. And all the way forward is the main staircase again, as well as the first class dining salon. So yeah, I love this space. It's very nice. It's quite large, has this really cool dome with some cool imagery on it. I think it's Greek gods or something. Can't remember that well. Or Roman even. And there is actually an organ here, as well as a piano. That's quite nice. Here's the galley, the pantry for first class. We're gonna look at that in a bit. Here is the aft staircase again for first class. You have some cabins. Here again, they're the same. Leads down this corridor all the way. These cabins were later given to second class, so it's only when she was launched, put into service, that this was for first class, but it was obviously later changed. Let's go into here. Crew areas. This is the staircase again that the married couples would use. Through here is the second class pantry, or second class part of the galley. This is a hoist that you would use to get stuff up from the food stores. This staircase also leads down into there. Here's the chief steward, as well as the second class pantry that's in here, where the food was prepared. The staircase leads down into some crew areas. Here is the butcher shop with a larder for meat and such. Here is the baker's shop, and the main galley for both first and second class. We have a skylight here going up. And yeah, that's pretty much that. It's the pantry here again. Let's head aft again. To the second class dining salon. Even this room had a skylight. Gotta have skylights. During this time, skylights were very popular aboard ships. That was kind of phased out a bit during Titanic's time. But then Imperator came about and introduced them again, so it kind of has its ups and downs. You also have a piano. Through here are some more second class cabins. They're the same as the ones on the deck above. Over here are some lavatories as well as the barbershop. So second class had this as well. That's pretty much second class done. There isn't anything more to it. Through this here we get to third class again. This is for single women. This was accessed through this staircase here that we saw before. Yeah, via this space here. You went down here, through these doors, down here. And that is third class single women. They were the only ones, oh sorry, not the only ones, but one of the only ones to have a little bit more enclosed space for some. Man, I have so many voice cracks today. Yeah, but yeah, we have a pantry in here. Yeah, they were the only ones to have some more enclosed quarters for their cabins. That's a mistake. I will fix that. But yeah, some more enclosed bunks or berths in there. There's also this here that leads down to more berths. We'll get to that in a bit. But yeah, that's the saloon deck. Continuing on here with the main deck. This is quarters for... I don't remember what this was. I think this was quartermasters as well. Also, that's my Discord. Okay, let's continue. This is forward hatch again. Through here is the third class men's quarters again. One of the lower berths. This one goes all the way up here. This was section C. And then forward through here is section D. This is kind of large. Through here is the mail room. No, sorry, the baggage room, where they store the baggage for first class passengers. This was accessed through this hatch here, the mail hatch. That could go down even further, but we'll talk about that in a bit. Here is the specie room. This was where they stored valuables. And through here is more first class cabins. So we have a drying room for clothes. This is the very forward staircase. And yeah, I'm not gonna go through these cabins. You can just have a quick look. They look like this. Kinda small, but nice nonetheless. Here's the main staircase. And yeah, more cabins, some baths and lavatories. We have the stairs here again, the aft stairs. Here are some utensils and the printing room, where they would print menus and such. This is a linen store. And then, actually, let's go through here. There we go. Here are some firemen's quarters. Now, how you would access this was through here. I'm gonna go take you all the way. We saw this before, but yeah, we're out here on the promenade deck, the lower promenade deck. Fireman's entrance goes down here to this deck. You could access the boiler rooms through here if you wanted, and then you would go down here, then into this space here. Here's an ash place. This was where you would eject the ash from the boilers, so you had access to that through here. On this side here is the fireman's lavatory and some more fireman's quarters. Through here is some stewards' quarters. Here's their lavatory. Yeah, stewards in here. Very large space. Here are some more greasers are in here, okay. There's also another ash place on this side. And the fireman in here. Another mistake, I need to fix this. I don't know how that happened. Oh, put that up on my to fix list. Second cook and confectioner. So here are some victualling staff. Butcher and storekeeper, chief cook and baker, steward, storekeeper, stewards. Yeah, a lot of those. Through here we can actually, here's the engine room. We have some stores as well as the engineer's store. On the other side we have the engineer's store again. Another one. And through here is a mess room for the married couples in third class. So this is their space here. It's actually a photograph, like right here. One of the few times that third class was actually photographed. Section G is this one. You can access this through here. So you were here, you went through these doors, went all the way down here. And this was the only space that had like actual small cabins, like this. It's very much private type thing, which is very nice. And yeah. Heading through here, we get to some more single women's quarters. Section H, and this was accessed through these stairs. Back here again. And through here, some more single women's spaces. And that is pretty much third class done. Oh, sorry, one more. Back here. This was accessed through here. Yeah, that is pretty much the main deck. Continuing on here, we'll go through each compartment from now on, at a time. So we'll begin here in the bow. Go all the way down. There are some crew quarters, as well as the forward hatch. The forward cargo hold. And here is the aft cargo hold. This was where you accessed some dairy products. These are refrigerated spaces basically. Here are some meat quarters as well. At the very bottom there's some cargo storage. Through here is the mail room. So you have the storage room in here. And here is the sorting room. And another general cargo hold. They would have probably put a lot of mail in here as well. And then, yeah, through here, baggage room again, we saw that before. And through here is the overflow coal bunkers surrounding the boiler rooms. And through, these all look the same, so I won't go through all of these, but yeah, there were a couple of them, there were 4 in total. And yeah, you have the main coal bunker in here, adjacent to the forward boiler room, so this would have been the number 4 boiler room. There were 3 double-ended boilers in here, unlike the other ones which had 4. Yeah, this was similar to Titanic's one. You could access this through some emergency ladders going up. Through here is the number 3 boiler room, and here's the number 2, 1, and the number 1 boiler room. And like I said, these had 4 double-ended boilers, while the numbers 4, 1 had 3. Here is the reciprocating engine room. There's some pumps in this little recess, as well as some condensers, as well as some circulating pumps. There's some additional tanks and some oil tanks, some more pumps, as well as the main engines themselves. Very large. We have the cylinders here on top. Yeah, there's a lot of photographs of this space. There's one here, there's one here at various stages of construction. There's also one from this angle. There's also one photograph looking forward like this, but that was before they installed the engines themselves, so very much to take in. It's very nice that we have that much to go by. Here is the some refrigerating engines, as well as the electric engine machinery on both sides. Yeah, that's this space pretty much. Let's head up. Go down this hatch here. Here are the food stores, and they were divided up into all sorts of food types. This is the one I forgot. I'm discovering so many mistakes today. That's good. I can fix them. Yeah. They all look the same. Very basic. So many mistakes and so many voice cracks. Lovely. Bulk stores down here on the tank top. You can also see the propeller shafts going through here. Let's head up again to another cargo hatch. You see some water tanks here. This was fresh water. And then here is another cargo hatch. Oh, that's weird. I don't know what that is. And the most aft one back here. And that is the Oceanic. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you download the ship, and I hope you enjoy the download. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.